The atheistic materialistic view.
Yeah, none of these three big discoveries were expected on a materialistic worldview. Carl Sagan, in his famous Cosmos series, famously said the universe is all there is, all there ever was, all there ever will be. The materialistic view of reality was that matter and energy are eternal and self-existent. The physical universe has always been here. But what's been discovered in modern cosmology is the opposite, that the material universe of matter, space, time, and energy had a beginning a finite time ago, before which we cannot posit a material explanation, because it was matter and energy that began at the beginning. So logically speaking, it makes no sense to posit a prior material state if matter and energy actually began a finite time ago.
Right.
But materialism also doesn't expect the fine-tuning, because that implies a mind that transcends the whole of physical reality, that's able to structure the physical parameters of the universe from the very beginning.
Right.
And yet materialism denies a pre-existing mind. And thirdly, materialism, as we've seen in previous episodes, an undirected materialistic evolutionary process has failed to explain the origin of the information that arises long after the beginning in the history of life, both at the point of the origin of the first cell, but then later in these big explosions of new forms, such as the Cambrian explosion. People can go back and watch those episodes to get more of the argument there. But materialism didn't expect the universe to have a beginning, it doesn't expect the fine-tuning of the universe, and it doesn't expect to find an intricate information storage, transmission, and processing system.
In essence, what you've done, I want you to comment on this, is you've given scientific evidence that backs up the Kalam cosmological argument. It was an argument philosophically that was started in the Middle Ages, but the fact is, tell the 3 points, but science has backed up the points. What are they?
So there's an ancient philosophical argument for the existence of God that's now found scientific support. And that argument was called the Kalam cosmological argument. It had two premises and a conclusion. And the first premise was, whatever begins to exist must have a cause.
Right.
And the second is, the universe began to exist, therefore the universe must have a cause. And since causes are separate from themselves, the universe must have a cause which is separate from itself, or transcends the physical reality.
Right.
And what we found in the discoveries of modern cosmology and astrophysics is that we have observational evidence suggesting that the universe did indeed have a beginning, and that conclusion has been reinforced by developments in theoretical physics, the singularity theorem of Hawking and Penrose and Ellis, and also other more recent proofs based on what's called general relativity, known as the Borde-Guth-Vilenkin proof. And so you've got these lines of convergent evidence suggesting that the universe did in fact have a beginning, which has supported the force of this cosmological argument.